Pentagon media controversy. So we had John Solomon, who's a very good reporter. Just the News is his operation. And he's one of the few that stayed in the Pentagon after Pete Hegseth, Secretary of War, said, you know, if you're working on our property and you want to file a story, you got to get approval by me, Pete Hegseth, or my guys. So all of the news agencies pulled out. All of them, the major news agencies. And I was appalled. Well, you didn't do that. But Solomon picked something up. So here's the initial. He was on Tuesday. Let me just set it up for you, what the discussion was, and then I'll give you the kicker on it, the Solomon tape. So you're saying it was revised. There was a revision made by Hegseth. Is that right?
Hegseth in concession to the media.
Well, of course.
Yeah, and the rules that ultimately were published, are no different than what we operated under for the last 20
All right,
30 years.
I got that point, but I wasn't aware that there was a revision by the Secretary of War.
That may be intentional, by the way.
It was intentional. So Hegseth changed all of his threats or demands, but nobody knew it. I didn't know it. Nobody knew it except Solomon. Solomon picked it up. Now, here's the change. Here's the original, right? I'm going to put it up on a full screen. I'll read it for those listening on the radio. Department of War remains committed to transparency to promote accountability and public trust. However, Department of War information must be approved for public release by an appropriate authorizing official before it is released, even if it's unclassified, unquote. That was the first one. Then everybody goes, blank you, we're not doing that. So all the news agency pulled out. But then Hegseth changed it. Here's the second revised edition. Quote, Department of War information must be approved for public release by an appropriate authorizing official before it is released by any military member. Department of War employee or contract employee, even if it's unclassified. So it changed from the entire press to military members or those working to the Pentagon. He changed it. Totally changed it. Didn't tell anybody. No press conference. Ooh. Solomon picked up on it, so Solomon's agency is there, nobody else is there. Isn't that an interesting story?